I really should have set up another computer so I could see my live without. Okay, I'm supposedly live right now. So hi, if you're out there watching, I'm sorry. I am new to this. Okay, everyone who's coming in, I have multiple ways that you can get the materials. I have a bit.ly. I'm sorry, I did not plan ahead enough to name my bit.ly. I always click create, and you only get so many free bit.lys, so I click create without telling it to make it a cool name. So it's just a bunch of ram and fast. But it does not have any I's, ones, zeros, or O's, which are always what confuse me in bit.lys, so it's not that bad. You can also scan this QR code. That's going to take you to a Google Doc that I call my Linky Doc. And I have links to everything in there. And I have already forgotten to do something. Yep, I will be there in a sec. Grab me. And I keep that bit.ly on every screen, so if you don't get it and I move forward, don't freak out. I'm okay. We're going to get that straight. Hello, hello. Oh, we got a chair here. Got a chair there. Okay. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is go to this bit.ly. And that should take you to a Google Doc. Fingers crossed. Anyone there yet? Awesome. At the top of the Google Doc, there is a link, and that is to a Canva whiteboard. That is where we're going to be doing our participation. I give you the links because I really want you to have that linky document in case you need something throughout, and that's our materials to work from. But the whiteboard is where we're going to do some sharing and some working together. And if you're joining us remotely, you can also access the whiteboard from the bit.ly and put in there. I am not following the YouTube chat, but I will look at it afterwards, so you can post questions there and I'll try to answer them later if you happen to be joining us remotely. There are still people wandering into rooms. There's one seat here, or you can bring your own chair. You can have my chair. I'll be standing. Come on in. Come on in. Okay. So I do kind of want to get started. Did we find our way? Yes. Okay. Taylor will be coming around to help. Oh, I didn't do the most basic thing of all. I'm Amy. Hi, Amy. I am an educational technology coach for Oakmont. If you haven't seen, I do a weekly tech tip that comes out. I also do the newsletter. So if ever you want to share wonderful things that are going on in your school that can inspire others, please send them to me. Even if you just have 2 sentences to say about it, I'm an English teacher. I can turn that into 3 paragraphs. Okay, I have my chair if you like. You want my chair or your chair? I'll be the bring one. Okay. Okay. So, raise your hand if you've used Canva before. Okay. So we've got a few very new people. Okay. Canva, I love. And it's funny because I went to a talk this week at a conference that was Canva against Google Slides. And they did not mention the reason that I think Canva is the best thing ever. And that is because you can do everything in Canva. Anything you want that I can think of, you can do in Canva, from video to code, to whiteboards to websites, animations, audio, forms, everything, and print materials. And probably print materials are mostly what people use it for at the base level. I'm not going to get into the more advanced things. If there's a need for that in the future, tell me. Maybe I can do something, okay? The other thing that you need to know about Canva, and this is the thing that makes Canva awesome, is that everything is a layer. So you see my animated GIF over here? I am pointing out the fact that there are multiple layers on a canvas, okay? So unlike Google Docs, where you type and then you have to move that picture around and it messes things up, everything is in its own little box. And I went to school for journalism. That was my minor. And I did graphic design and journalism. So this is how I learned to do graphic design, was everything a little box. And Google Docs always completely annoyed me for that. So, You can change the color, the size, the background. You can grab text. You can grab elements and pull them out. You can do so many things. I will not be able to show you everything. But if there's something you want to do, Google it or message me, okay? And everyone can use it. It really is a simple starting point, okay? So let's go ahead and do some Canva basics. So before we start doing an activity, I want to come over here and I actually want everyone to go to, oh, I left my little kitty on there. I'm going to go to tab number 3 on my whiteboard. So one thing that you should understand, the whiteboard is the link right at the top by Canva Basics and Beyond. So if you just click that link, so up here, if you just click this, it should take you there. Okay? Yeah. There you go. Okay? And it takes you to the first tab, but that's okay. So on your left are all your design tools. On the whiteboard, they automatically put up some things to write on a whiteboard, but you don't have to use those. I actually want to talk about, you have designs. We'll talk about that a lot in a minute. Elements and text, okay? Those 3 basic tools are everything you need to build. If you're stressed out by how much Canva can do, you can just deal with those 3 tools, okay? So if I go to elements, now's where it can also get stressful because there are lots of types of elements. But you don't have to pick what type of element you want. I'm going to look up a cat, and I encourage everyone to go to elements and let's just put your favorite animal. Put your favorite animal in. Oh, I need an orange cat.
Email this morning. So the email that came out by both and the number jump on the education academics should be a link with all of the slide decks for.
Let me come back here and grab this.
No.
And I will put it where I am working too. I should have left this on this too. Okay, there's the bit.ly if you want my stuff. Okay. I did not find my orange cat yet. Let's go with this guy. Okay, I got an orange cat. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this orange cat and I'm going to do a very simple basic. I'm going to put a circle behind him. So I grabbed a circle. I went over my elements. I had to grab shapes. And notice I do have this grab tool that shows up when I have something selected. Okay? And I can push that up as big as I want. I do have a place I'm going with this. Okay? And now my cat is covered up, and I could totally cover up my cat, but I'm actually going to go over here to position, and this is really important you understand. You can do individual layers, so that shows you every layer on this whiteboard, including other people's layers. And you can go to arrange, and you can just say to the back, and I have my cat in the front, okay? Now, that doesn't look very good because he's orange, and that doesn't really go, so I'm going to come down here and choose my blue, okay? And then I can come over here to text, and I can name my kitty Freddie, because that is indeed my kitty's name, named after Frederick Douglass, because he was founded Frederick Douglass. So he's our unofficial mascot. And let me make that much bigger. And you will notice the size of this whiteboard. I'm at 29%, but my font right here that you can barely see is at 58% because whiteboard is an insanely huge canvas. So your students could be given areas, they could be given parts, right? Well, that doesn't fit. Oh, wait. That fits there. Okay.
You guys don't have.
Okay, cool. Okay, we got the basics, right? Okay. This is very basic, but we don't have to start from a white screen like we did here, okay? So, I want to talk about finding a lesson. And I was going to present on this, and then I watched this YouTube video, and I was like, this is too good for me not to just play the video.
We're going to explore how you can foster student creativity with engaging assignments in Canva. In this video, we'll look at the benefits of using Canva for student-based tasks, dive deeper into solo student activities, and explore ideas for completing student group work. Let's get started. With Canva, you can take a student-centric approach, enhance hands-on learning and classroom engagement with diverse learning formats and user-friendly design tools. Starting in the Education Library, you'll find resources created by teachers for teachers, providing the perfect head start for your students in Canva. Browse the Education Library to find a range of student-focused activities, each crafted with specific learning objectives in mind, such as demonstrating understanding of new learning, encouraging critical and creative thinking, promoting the mastery of new knowledge, and ultimately developing students' visual communication skills. Get that inspiration flowing. Let's take a look at some of the solo activities students can complete to bring their ideas to life. First up, posters. Students can create posters on diverse topics, seamlessly adding text, high-quality visuals, and maintain a consistent color scheme.
Sorry, guys.
Students can create engaging infographics, making data more accessible with charts, graphs, and a clear layout. Students have the power to craft unforgettable presentations with Canva's elements, or upload their own photos or videos to showcase learning. Students can enhance their creativity and communication skills by using comic strips or storybook templates for digital storytelling. Canva stands out for students thanks to its design flexibility, user-friendliness, visual interface, and huge range of elements, videos, and photos. Canva provides a collaborative space that combines creativity and productivity, making it ideal for students to collaborate, share ideas, and bring their projects to life. Let's look at how students can collaborate on assignments using Canva. Students can collaborate on group presentations in real time, allowing each individual's creativity to flourish as they collectively develop their content. During their group work, they can comment, suggest edits, and even present directly from Canva. Students can collaboratively use a whiteboard to share ideas, draw diagrams, and give real-time feedback, promoting an inclusive learning environment. Students can join forces to craft a video by sharing ideas, dividing tasks, and offering feedback in a supportive, creative space. Every Canva template allows for collaboration, so the possibilities for group activities your students can create in Canva are endless. Let's recap our learning. In this video, we looked at Canva resources for various learning goals, ideas for students to work independently in Canva, collaborative opportunities for students in Canva. Now it's your chance to nurture your students' creativity using Canva.
There's just no way that I could have put together something that had that much inspiration in it. So I was like, I'm using that video. Yeah, you can do so much, okay? But apparently I cannot change tabs now. Okay, so let's try it out. Fun. What I want you to do is go to the Education Library, and I put a link to that in the Linky Doc. So if you go to your Google Doc, you will find that. Sorry, I was just checking to see if that was the problem. So you see the Canva Education Library? Go ahead and click on that. and you're going to find where all the education templates are. I got to tell you, they tell you in that video, the education library. I had a really hard time finding the education library, so bookmark this because I had a hard time finding it, and I finally found it. And this has all sorts of things from actual sets where you have all sorts of things that go together, ready to teach lessons, and then templates of any kind. So your challenge right now is to find something that you like. Can be for anything that you want to do, but what is something you might use in the classroom? And over here, oh yeah, I'll put your animals here. Sorry, I should have started you on the third tab. Over here, I want you to put your links. I'm moving all your animals out. Sorry, guys. Okay. To put a link over here, you're just going to come up to the address bar. So let me pick one. Let's say I like this vocabulary graphic organizer. Okay. I'm going to customize this template. And if I like this, it does take a minute to load. I can click Share Design, okay? And I can actually go to More and share the template link so that other people can use it as a template, okay? That is how I would share with students. And I'm going to go ahead and drop that. Oh, I put it in the address bar instead of in a text box. Grab your text box. Okay. Oh my goodness, you ended up so small. I am getting used to the whiteboard thing, but it's cool. I think I need to zoom in, right? And I'm gonna call this vocab geo, okay? Vocab graphic organizer. Okay. So find a template you like. And let me give you, I'm looking at the time. I think we can take 10 minutes to play with this, okay? Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, share the things you're learning.
Is this go this is ecosystem? It's like this. Do you like poppers? Oh, I like hashwords. Straight up on Musk. So I think to be custom.
Hey, Seth, yep. Guys, away. You're gonna customize
And then you copy the link.
and then copy the link.
Okay.
I mean, you can just copy the link, but it's easier if you copy the template to share.
So basic is the memory just
Oh, that.
Eric is learned that I could speak gears getting so. Yeah, see me out. Check. August. Then don't play. There's a lot.
Could you just copy the it's loaded. You'll load it. So like you just copy. Yeah, or
Hi, the one person who's watching the live stream. It's probably just me.
seal. Going that way. So here.
You got here the best. Awesome. Slum. See, what do you lost?
Do I pick updates? Oh, skip it.
Reuse us. No. Zoo has.
Skip it, sick at. So be this is.
There's a still. Camera. Yep.
The one that seems to be really bad. That's how everyone to switch to a new Wi-Fi because that just might make the other Wi-Fi. I see a lot of people just catering to their phones. That's exists. But maybe try just tease. They should all have to sing pass. See, see, do you see?
What is here? But my understanding is applied and down so.
You
We said this Leo box.
It used to be still you cut. And then they use the Google. We
Sorry. Largy.
I'm pretty sure because I have the webcam on, my people are getting a shot of me from here now. I think I might turn the webcam off.
so Emily will get this version for our schools.
I say now. We'll get a refund teacher.
It's free if you sign up with your educational domain. Now, I will tell you because I know you, if you're the first one to sign up with your school's domain, you control the domain. And then you can admit everyone else at your school.
I think that's what happened.
Who signed up? Oh, okay.
Send it back. There should be a source as a new system person.
Mm-hmm. So I can show you how you manage users once you sign up with the domain because I have signed up with the Frederick Douglass domain.
And that's it. There you go.
So if you go to your actual Kubernetes spot and go in search in men and initially there's the looks. No, it's yeah, you're not the domain. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll look into it.
Should I sign up a little while ago?
I think.
No, I signed up through.
Yeah, you've been on it forever. Let me come back here. Because I don't think that's how my menu looks.
Every time somebody joins, I get.
Oh, maybe you have to go to settings. I'm wrong about where it is. Go to settings. Under settings, I have a place to manage people.
Okay.
There's a little hidden tip for today. So I went to the AK and I actually went to settings. And then under settings, I went to people management. And everyone has people management because they can manage students if they're on an educator account. But you can review and invite people. Okay, go back. I want to ask about people's graphics so much. Okay. Can I get a person to share something cool they found? Anyone want to share something cool that they found? Yes, ma'am.
I had a poster that I could probably modify to show the different career paths at our school, but framing it from an ESL standpoint. So a little more basic language, and it has a little graphics on it too.
And not that you need this, because I know you know Spanish, but it will automatically translate into Spanish for you. You can just do the under resize, actually. There's also the option to translate the document. It's called Magic Switch. What else? Do I have any, now I'm going to pick on departments. Do I have any science teachers who found something cool to share? Nobody feels like sharing. I created a Screeder Things EOC prep. So they had to go through and essentially save Hawkins' lab. And to do that, they had to make cladograms using the creatures from Stranger Things. And they did it all through Canva. They also had to create Punnett squares using the traits from 2 demigorgons to figure out what kind of demigorgons would overtake the world. And it was all created in Canva. That's cool. That's nice. And I used AI and just was like, create this escaper using Stranger Things, includes the area upon its square, and it essentially create a browsing. Okay. So this is the very basic of the templates, right? Of course, there's a lot more than templates, okay? So you did anything for your class, okay? Now I'm going to give you a little bit more guidance, okay? Find a worksheet, a presentation, a graphic organizer, a flashcard, a whiteboard template, or an explainer video template, okay? And I'm only going to give you 10 minutes on this. So try to find one of each of them for your subject matter. I just want to show you how easy it is to find things. You can work as a group, so if someone else finds the explainer video and you find the lesson template and someone else finds the flashcards, because I bet every single one of you found a worksheet or a presentation. So. Yep. So I want to challenge you to look beyond that. If you want to go back to the library, the absolute easiest way to do that is going to go back to my Linky doc and click on the education library, because that link is right there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's see structure fee.
Just keep going in the under your subject area.
Oh, just like it's settling towards.
I like the way you guys were like, no, they need to see it. Crease. I just did the words in those teachers.
Who's this? Who's those? This. See, I told that right? You at the bank?
I have no idea. Oh, I should bring that back up. I'm so sorry. Because I did not give that to you guys. Give you an assignment without the list. And I'm going to make that big. I should just go full screen. There. That way you can actually read it.
Cigarettes?
Stylistic splash arts. See it, these aren't splash. I'm just after that. It's fine. That's still, you know, execs. But I did find some still like demonstration elements in this one. Whoever this area was. Congratulations, jeez. It's the sense of skills. So I was like,
Peace. Number 2 is stick. So we have.
my cat shoes like copy. Big share when you use that we do. They also play share technique.
No. Oh, yeah, but I have to. They could touch it. Dave, you can also attach it.
Yeah, we can't. This is own plus business to do with. That's the please. This is kids. I do everything as a run too fast. Put that in the QR form and make this because credit place. It's like well then you don't have random plagiarism or copy. What I found is it's students that take that extra that's still just buster. You see a lot of that's gonna so it's just if you're gonna go there to beat well it sealable using that so requires some extra stuff out of learnings. So I was curious on that because I love
When we have state plagias on the schools and that translate text, there's on any website.
recognized text would be schools that were there and subishes to set I can't wait for that. It's a blank. As especially for credit like students where it's like it tells them how to get to read their emails. If you have a mag take the test, it's like turn your assignments page string number in. I can't accept pictures. So Cammy does what it is. So a lot of those just it
3 more minutes. Did anyone find all 6 yet? No, it was too large a task to find all 6. It was a challenge task. I knew it. Yeah. And a reason. Those are the easiest 2. You found flashcards. Cool. What subject area are you, sir? Social studies. We got some flashcards under social studies if you want to look it up. And I think I got some flashcards under math, right? Okay. Did anyone find a whiteboard template to burn in the class? We'll see you though. Where are my English teachers? There's a really good whiteboard template for English teachers. All right. An explainer video, you're probably not going to find them subject specific. It's more of the style that you're probably going to look for.
Can we get this sound clever?
I can take those Canva buttons.
I'll work on that. I'm working to have more control over what's on Clever. So we'll see if I can get that.
Without
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. Why not make learning fun?
there's still a lot of verses. No. It's just like
And then you don't have the Google Slides thing where they're like, okay, I got to spend 25 minutes figuring out what font I'm going to use. And you're like, the font doesn't matter. See, it's asked me for a code when they click on that link. I'll transfer it. Lies bless for the collaborative whiteboard. For this? Yep. 9SRY2E? Yeah.
could the collaborative whiteboard be locked? Like if you didn't want to work on try to touch it. Oh, that's what they were like. That is. Could it be locked to share from for students and then just but not as obviously for the teacher?
I do not know. You can lock. You can always end the session and it's going to lock everything. And you can restart the session. I actually think when you restart though, it's a new session. I will look into that though and find out. I like right now. What I like to do is set up my template group everything together and lock that layer, because you can lock individual layers. So if, say, this board, I liked everything that was on here, I would just grab this and hit lock, and then no one could edit, could actually, I gotta do the double lock. Hold on. Oh, and now, yeah. But now you can't move it, right? So, you guys probably want me to unlock you. But you know what? It is right there. So, yeah, it is. I think it's 3 years is the cycle. So, yeah, these are all locked. Okay. So yeah, you can totally lock a layer, which is what I did with the background here. It's locked, so you can't move the background. No, but it is the keyword is full, so it does like it's a part tag one. I don't know. I put in it just so here. Oh, there's the session code, by the way. So when you really?
Yes, that's wrong code. That's the mode this year.
Even to canva.com ABC.
Jeez.
Oh, that might be. Well, who's just
Oh,
she bought me?
apparently I did not lock the whole thing. I locked it together, but somebody just moved it.
Terrific. Yeah, she's saying the codes and crowds.
What the heck?
There's too many people on there, but I thought it typo. That was like,
Yeah. Let me lock that.
yes, yeah, a very easy teacher about those like 5-year-old stuff.
So yes, I just figured out that I could lock it while you're on it.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So if I highlight it and select the lock key, I can stop you from moving things.
Eat.
Do you want to see this?
What's wrong?
It is really weird.
Yeah, never an issue with that.
I've never had Ijai beer, and I've had way more. I'm on the wrong cab still.
There's only like 17 gigs a lot.
Yeah.
Deets.
Okay, does anyone have anything really cool they found that they want to point out to other people? Oh, so sad. Hope you found anything cool. Or everybody found everything cool. So I want to talk to you about, we just looked at templates, okay? Templates are a pre-designed starting point for customization. You can edit and rearrange, and it's one thing. It's a video, it's a document, we just looked for those individual things. There are definitely ready-to-teach layouts there in templates, and it's probably your first step to finding material. Now, if you actually want to teach a whole lesson in here, you can do it. They do have a lessons tool. And what a lessons tool is you can assign multiple things to a student, and they do all those tasks in a certain order with the directions, okay? So the next thing we're going to look at are lessons, okay? And I'm going to go here. And this, by the way, I'm not going to take any credit for. I totally just stole this from Canva because they already had something cool. Okay, so if you go to the templates, you will find ready-to-teach lessons. Or you can make your own ready-to-teach lessons where you drop stuff in, okay? And there will be multiple things. This one has a presentation about the solar system, a poster, a scale model of a whiteboard. And then from there, you can assign a lesson to students. You can either manage your class by inviting kids directly to Canva, or if you're already managing your kids through Google Classroom, you can connect to your Google Classroom. So those are the two ways that I know. You can also just send a link to a lesson out to someone, right? And say, do this. Okay. Now what I want you to do is either look at the pre-made lessons if you're a novice and that's what you want to do. You want to look at how people put them together. Or if you're one of those people out there who's like, I already found a bunch of great resources today because she had us look at templates, you can put together your own custom lesson. Okay. So I'm going to navigate there so I make sure you all know how to find it. So I'm going to go home. And this is the part where I always have a hard time finding it because I have too many projects. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go to my link. I literally just have the link there, the education library. If you go to the education library, the ready to teach lessons, okay? And also when you search in templates, you can say you want ready to teach lessons, right? So let's say English ready to teach lessons, which obviously I'm not because I can't even spell English. Or lesson. I used to tell my students that there's no autocorrect on a whiteboard. And now I have ready to teach lessons. Dear World Day. The presentation, a worksheet. They're a little young. Ooh. Becoming a money ninja. That might be good for financial literacy. Let's do see all. So there are lots of cool lessons here. I like looking at these because they do give you an idea of how to set up a lesson, right? Okay. Curiosity Chronicles. Bless you. I'm going to look at the writing lesson. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for more content. I was hoping for like video or something.
Could that be a Google HyperDoc? Docs, like could you export that? The writing promise.
Oh yeah, you could export it and put it in Google easily. You can also just assign it from here to Google Classroom. So if I wanted to assign this, I would just click assign. Well, I'm going to assign it to my coaches, just so you know. They're not even in here. They're going to be like, why is Kenyon assigning us stuff? And now it's assigned. No one's turned it in yet. I'm sure we're all used to that. And you can like go in, edit this, and change it to be whatever prompt you want, right? So you do have it. It's almost like you can make your own Edmentum, right? You can have the presentation of the material and then the assessment, and you can do multiple depths of the material. It's a free writing doc. Set a timer for 8 minutes. That'd be cooler if they had an 8-minute timer on there. Something for me to add. 120-word lunch observation. If the food was bad, maybe keep that one to yourself. No. Describe the bad food. I want to hear it. Okay. And then another writing prompt. But then this one's an Instagram post. I'm on this activity. I think I want to add something to it. So let's look up writing sensory details. And continue to not be able to spell. Oh, look, it gave me all the same ones. There's a bunch of my stuff.
A challenge for you. I want to front load that lesson with a short reading prompt and give a highlighting task.
Okay. So here's what I will say. They're not going to find text in here because of copyright. So they're not going to put it in the library. So you will have to bring it in. But you can import any PDF you want. So I can upload any PDF I want. So let's say I uploaded that PDF. Let me go back to the lesson and show you how to drop something into the lesson. So let me go to my content. It's giving me the individual designs, folders, images, videos. Right. Trying to see if I can just do lessons so I can get back to the lesson thing. Okay. Well, here I'm back here. I can add new and I can upload a file here, or I can generate activities, which might be something to play with. I can also add folders in here so I could organize things. You could really make this like a whole unit, right? But I believe.
So if I import the text and one is highlight, you touch somewhat to evidence.
They release white over the lines under it to foresic acid.
I do not know. Here's what I'm being disturbed by is I see there. Okay, that's how you get to your projects. Okay. Problem is I'm very bad at organizing, so I want to do citing. Oh, okay. Here's one that is a text. Why do we sleep? And now I can move that up. And here we have a PDF, right? Yeah. And I think you would have to teach students how to annotate on here.
That's not necessarily hit you though.
Yes.
2, 3. So I did.
Yeah, I would lock that. I would probably put this on a whiteboard because on a whiteboard you get the drawing tools. So if I resize this, we're doing this boy, and made it a whiteboard. Yeah. What is hers? Right. They're like, why don't you want a picture here? Oh, it's because it's white. I would probably just put a white box behind this, by the way. But then when you're on the whiteboard, I think I have to go to our whiteboard because it's still not giving me the whiteboard tools. When you're on the whiteboard, where's my whiteboard toolbar? There's a whiteboard toolbar. It has tools. That's what I want. Tools is what the toolbar is called. And that I would say is definitely one of the challenges with Canva is how many things there are. There's just so many things. But if you go to tools, you got a highlighter. I can highlight text. Okay? So that's how I would do it. I would put it on a whiteboard and have them go to tools. Although, let's see. Tools is available here. I've just never used it here.
Is a learning paper?
I mean, Canva has so much that I learn new stuff every day. There we go. That's what you want, right? So you can do that in anything. You just click on tools.
Actually, it's like expansion.
Yeah.
There's so like a almost.
Yeah, there's so much.
My brain wants to go 400 miles per hour.
So we have about 5 minutes up. I want to talk to you about stuff for later. So there is a video on delivering and planning lessons. I did not show you guys that video because I felt like you guys were ready to jump in, so I skipped over that part. If you want to come back and watch that video, it is inspiring. It is awesome, made by Canva, you know. And we sort of did the plan a lesson routine in Canva, but they also have a thing where if you plan a lesson, you reflect back on it, and they ask some really good questions. So it's a good template to look at. And these are all taken from the Canva Teacher Basics, okay? Which I think I have, because it's actually a class, Canva Essentials course, okay? We already did some of these activities today, the template scavenger hunt and the finding the lessons. But I found it really helpful because those were two things that I had been using Canva for like 5 years and I didn't know I could do, okay? So the putting the lessons together thing is super cool. And it's a way that we could package things to make it easy for students to navigate to, right? You can make a whole unit in there. And I have a link to their full list of courses. I also have several cheat sheets. So if you're into something and you're like, I want to learn how to do the AI, I have an AI cheat sheet. Okay. I have a cheat sheet that shows you how to connect Google to your classroom. Okay. I have the inability to read. Which is not what I'm supposed to be doing anyway, so that's okay. But I have lots of cheat sheets in there that hopefully are some of the topics that you like. But there's also a whole section of Canva cheat sheets. You can go and look at other cheat sheets. If you're someone who wants to make your designs look better, go to Canva Design School and do some of their design school lessons. If you're interested in content, go to their educator part and look at their educator lessons. If you're interested in AI, they have a whole section on AI. You can definitely do Magic Create and all that stuff in here. It will generate images. When I did Camp Oakmont, if anyone remembers that, a bunch of images in there were generated with Canva AI. Questions?
Is
Yeah, and this is a ton of stuff for you to explore later. Honestly.
Those Easter magics. Lost there.
Okay, I'm going to end the live stream.